I wear the same outfit every single day. I own 2 bath towels, 4 kitchen towels. Everyone in our house uses a shower caddy for their shower supplies. Because I live a minimalish lifestyle, I could go on and on like this. What is minimal-ish? I'm glad you asked. Hi everyone, it's Audrey, and for today's video, we will be talking about what I call minimal-ish living. This is a term I've used for years now. I remember when the minimalism trend began like 15 years ago, I would think, absolutely not. I could never. At that point in my mind, it was all or nothing. You're either a minimalist or you're not. When my oldest 2 children were little, like toddler preschool age, I started realizing I was always cleaning up the same messes. I always had the same frustrations with my house. I would tidy up, go to work, come home, and the house would be a mess again. It was a never-ending cycle that I couldn't figure out how to stop. I realized it couldn't be a cleaning issue because I was managing that, so it had to be a stuff issue. At that point, I began disassociating my possessions with emotion. I began to see them as barricades or obstacles or chains or prison bars even. The emotional hold my objects had on me was starting to disappear. I started to see my relationship with my stuff as toxic. It was like I flipped a switch and became so objective about everything. I just started tossing items like it was my hobby. Every spare minute was spent emptying out a cabinet or a closet or a drawer. I remember one instance where my mom, who really loves her stuff, called me and said, "What are you doing? Why are you getting rid of all your stuff? Do you need money?" It became so extreme that the only thing that really normalized what I was doing was to name it. So I thought about minimalist living and I thought, well, I can't be a minimalist, right? I mean, from what I can remember about those 2 guys was that they owned nothing. I can't do that. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've never actually read a single piece of content on the minimalism thing. I've never watched a video, and still to this day, I have no clue really what it's about. So I'm sure there's more to it beyond owning less, but that's where my mind went. So, okay, I couldn't be a minimalist, but maybe I could do a more realistic approach. I can't be a minimalist, but maybe I can be minimal-ish. Thus, I created a new way of life for myself. I wasn't stuck holding on to the possessions I no longer needed. I didn't have to accept the norm of owning everything under the sun just in case. For me, minimalish living is defined as owning what you use and love without being excessive. I still shop. I love to buy new gadgets and decor, but there's no excess. I've created fail-safes in my home to remove that trap of excess. If you want me to go into detail on that, let me know in the comments. Now, if you really love your stuff or you're very attached to your possessions, this isn't going to be something you can understand right away. You'll have to dip your toe in the water, so to speak. Your brain is always going to revert to what feels most safe, what's familiar, even if it's cluttered and overwhelming. Familiarity registers as security. Letting go, even of things you don't use, can feel a tiny bit like a threat at first. That's why starting small matters. So start with a drawer or a cabinet and pay attention to the flow. How much easier is it to use that drawer? Notice how it opens so much nicer? What about that cabinet? How much faster are you able to find what you're looking for? You're giving your brain new evidence. You're teaching it that open space is not loss. It's clarity. It's ease. Over time, that new feeling starts to become the safe feeling. The calm becomes familiar. It's comforting. Now, in order to become minimalish, you have to be willing to do 2 things. Number 1, you have to be willing to remove the what if mindset. That I'll keep this just in case mindset, or what if I end up needing XYZ? So if you want a video on how to ditch that mindset, let me know and I'll make a video on that. And the second thing is you have to accept that living minimalish is a way of life. From here on out, you'll always be looking for something to get rid of. You'll become a master at decluttering. Just make sure when you declutter, you use my magic question and my sum method. I explain both of those in my Decluttering for Beginners video, but that's it. That's what it means to become minimal-ish. Did you enjoy this video? Do you need clarity on some things? If so, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to subscribe so you are notified when I post. I love you all, and I'll see you on Friday.